Think it is only three of us that are here. Mhm. Can you guys hear me? Please, comment on the chat box. Let me know if you guys are hearing me. Okay, okay. So let's begin. Just continue like that. So anybody that gets to join us later will join. What's it called? Oof. All right. So we want to do a quick top-down analysis on the volatility pairs and the jump pairs. Those are the two pairs that are two section where we want to do the top-down analysis on. And I want us to be quick with it, like we should do it very fast and just to know what we want to expect in the next 7 days, this new week that we are about to enter into. And firstly, I want to say thank you to everybody for joining this amazing group, for not looking at this small boy that who is this guy, and you joining and participating in this section with me. So we want to do a top-down analysis, as I said, and the top-down analysis we want to do is about us knowing where is the market coming from and where is the market going to. It lets us to know the direction of the market, to know, okay, the market is bullish. Maybe it is just bullish internally for a while to continue selling, or maybe it is just bearish for a while to continue buying. So it helps a lot. Top-down analysis helps a lot in everything we are doing when it comes to trading. And in respect to the type of strategy I trade, because I trade the SBI pattern, the SBI strategy, the sweep break and imbalance. That's what I trade. So in respect to it, going through the top-down analysis is highly needed, and it is very, very necessary for you to be able to know the direction of the markets and where the market is going to, or where the market is coming from. So let us just do a quick one. It won't be long. I hope this section won't be long. So let's start with V10. So please, is there anyone in the, let me know in the comment section, what do you think V10 is doing? What is the trend of the V10? Let's talk together. Let's learn together. What's the trend of V10? What's the trend? Where's the trend? What's the trend? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? What can you guys see? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Let me know before we proceed. Okay, okay. I can see someone said it is bearish. Very good, very good. So, first of all, the way I do my own top analysis, I want to know to check my higher time frames. And when I talk about higher time frames, I'm talking about my higher time frames from the weekly time frame to, let's say, from monthly. I can see from monthly. We can't see all this in the derivative charts because past data are not being saved through derivative charts. So I make use of my MT5 to check everything, to know where is the market coming from, where is the market going to. And V10S, from my chart, I can be able to see that V10S is coming from this particular zone here. This is a weekly time frame. I mean, a monthly time frame. It is coming from a monthly order block. That's the first thing I can see, because the thing is about top-down analysis that I have my strategy that I trade, which is the sweep, break, liquidity, and I expect price to break structure and come back to tap in. But when it comes to top-down analysis, I want to see the same thing accepted. But it is not every time you see the same thing. What do I mean? When you go into monthly, for example, it is not every time you see a sweep, break, and hold on the monthly time frame. But there are uh, some things that are very, very important in the monthly time frame that you look out for. The first thing is you look out for another block. You look out for a fair value gap. You look out for an open close fair value gap or breaker block. These are the things I look out from on the monthly or weekly time frame if I did not see my pattern which I trade. And these things that I'm saying, it is in respect with the Fibonacci tool. There's a way I go about my own top-down analysis in respect to Fibonacci tool. And there are some times when I know that, okay, I'm not having a clear direction, I don't know the specific things the market is doing at the moment, I will just go about searching for my strategy, the template on higher time frame, let's say daily or 4 hours, and I'll just go align and move with what the market is doing in the higher time frame. So if we're checking this monthly now, you can see that the price is reacting to an order block in daily monthly time frame. Now let's go to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, what can we see? We can still see the same thing, but let's check this out, guys. Check this out. On this time frame, I was able to spot something here. There's a small fair value gap here, which market is reacting to. I was able to spot this very small fair value gap because when I did my own personal analysis on this was what I spot before the sale started. I can see a very small fair value gap here on the weekly time frame, which market is currently reacting to. So when I saw this, I just went ahead and I go to my daily time frame because the past data I can't see it on the other chart yet. So I went to my daily time frame, and what did I want to look out for? My pattern that I trade. So I was able to see this. We check this eye. I was able to see this eye as my protected eye. There's a break here. So there's a liquidity here. So I marked it out like this. I marked it out like this. This is my liquidity, and here inside here is my POI, where I'm anticipating price to come into. And immediately when price tapped into it, yeah, price started selling from this zone. Now let's now go back just to let you know what I'm expecting. So price came into, we already know now that we have something that price is reacting to here. We already know the price is coming from somewhere here. So now price now creates something here again, which I was literally anticipating. I was like thinking of, okay, this is what I want market to do, and market has already done it, and I want to check through, okay, where is my template again? I have this I have a sweep here, a sweep here, I have a sweep, I have a break of structure here, I have my liquidity, which has to compulsorily must be at 0.5 Fibonacci 2. It is very, very compulsory that it must be at above 0.5 or on 0.5. So I have it confirmed. So I mark this as my liquidity. So I was expecting price to come into this POI for sale. But instead, price failed to respect here and started selling. So what did I now do when price started this? I make use of my Fibonacci tool from this high to where price started retracing from. I was able to check something. I checked it through and I was like, where am I expecting reversal to happen? Above 0.5. And what is the closest POI apart from this pattern that I trade, the strategy I trade, the sweep, apart from this POI? And I was able to see something here. That's where when I say when it comes to top-down analysis, sometime it is not every time we go into the SBI concept, because there are sometimes the price will not even come close into your POI. So I was able to spot this Malaysian support and resistance level here, and that was where price started reacting from. So all the way from there, we now started selling. So we already know that we are bearish on V10-1X. So what are we anticipating? We are anticipating more sales. And looking at where price is reacting from, I check the daily time frame. I can see that price is reacting from an order block here. You can see where price is reacting from. So the way I trade, I will want to check where is the recent break of structure, where market is coming from. Let's go to the 4 hours time frame. On the 4 hours time frame, this is the last break of structure that occurred. This is the last break of structure that occurred here. So that means we have another break of structure here. Now, this is where I will be looking up to for my POI. This point here, around here. So I will now go into my lower time frame. I want to see what did I have in my lower time frame. What can I see around that zone? Because I rather take high probability setup than just, I prefer in a week to have just 2 or 3 trades rather than me just taking every trade because I can see it on 15 minutes time frame, or maybe I can see it on so time frame. You understand me? So here now on this place, we have a sweep here. We have a sweep of liquidity here. After this sweep, we have this break of structure, right? Now you can see something that happened here. Price came to take out this low. Price broke structure here. So immediately price broke structure. Price has given us liquidity here. So we have our liquidity here, which we want price to take out. And we have this, our high, as the protected high, which we want price to respect and not to fail for continuation. So right now, this is my POI that I have for V10X. This is what I'm looking at. If price does not respect it, I'll rather let price continue moving, because price is, as we said, price is reacting from an order block here, and price created a sweep, a break. Like price is currently reacting to something here, but I will never take something like this. I have some people that are taking buys, a buy from here, but me personally, I will not take this because it does not align with the way I trade. So I will never take a trade like this. So this is what I want to do. I want to trade along with the trend of the market. Trading against the trend of the market is not an option for me. So the trend of the market is bearish. So I want to continue to sell from this POI. I'll wait as far as I could for price to come into this POI. Then this is where I want to continue to sell from on V10S. So this is what I am anticipating on V10S. I will expect price to come here and price should give me a confirmation. So that is my starting point, and I will expect this here to be my finishing point. So I want price to come into this zone, then sell up to this point. So let me take a screenshot of this and drop to the group. 1 minute, please. So that's V10S for us. So let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. The next one that we have is V10. Let's go to V10. Actually, I don't need to go far on V10 because we all can see that V10 is extremely bearish. We have a starting point, we have a finishing point, and even at point is already closer to the finishing point. We are almost at the finishing point right now. So I don't want to go far on V10. Let us just check if we can have a continuation for sales. That's what I just want to check on. So this is the last break of structure. This is the last break of structure that happened here. This is the last break of structure here. Actually, I would have loved price to come back into here because this is another break of structure here. Let me check if this is up to what I'm anticipating. Yes. So I'll be looking up to this as well. This eye here is my protected eye. This is my protected eye. I'll be looking here as my liquidity. As you can see, there's a sweep here. There's a sweep here. So here is my POI for V10. I'll be looking up to price to come here. And mind you, I'm not that kind of a trader that I trade this directly. Majority of the times when price come here, what did I expect? I will want price to come into this POI like this. Then I will go into lower time frame. Just the same pattern that I trade. I want price to do the same thing for me. the same thing over and over. That's what I want to see. So price to come in and give me confirmation that I need. That is how I trade. So let's look up to this. This is my POI for V10. We all agree that V10 is bearish, right? Are we here? We all agree that V10 is bearish, right? Anyone?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, someone said not everybody knows what fair value gap is. It is fair value gap. Fair value gap. That's what it is. It is fair value gap. So I think I've made a correction to that right now. So that is my starting point on V10, and I have my finishing points around here. Around here. So I want to see price coming to this POI. Price coming to this POI and continue to sell to the downside. And mind you, this is one POI here. At the same time, I'm seeing something here, but I will not trust, like I will not use all my body trust this one here, because as we all can see, we can see clearly that there's a sweep here. There's a sweep here around this zone. We have a break of structure, right? And we want to see our 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. We can see our retracement here that, okay, our retracement is up to that, and we can take this up as liquidity, this point here, because it's the one above 0.5. Can take this up and liquidity and say, okay, what did I anticipate? I'm anticipating price to come into here to start selling. So let's also look at this POI. But for me personally, I see this POI as not valid as this. This is a type A plus. A type A plus where we have a sweep of liquidity, a break of structure, price coming back to give us 50%, then price coming back into it. This is a type A. This is what is happening on the first POI that I have. So the second one is just a minor one. That's type B. Actually, price respect it a lot. Price respect it as well a lot. Creating retracement before price will give us a break of structure and price will continue to sell. Price respect this as well. So just watch out for the first POI before this, but I will anticipate for price to come into here before price continues to sell. So I will also drop this POI here into the group for all of us to see on V10. So before we move to the next one, those are my POI, those are what I'm looking up to. I will not agree with you to set limit on any trade. I will rather wait for you to for price to come into POI, see a valid confirmation. The type of confirmation I use when taking trades, I use an engulfing candlestick. I use Arami, bullish Arami or bearish Arami. I also make use of what's it called? I use morning star or evening star. I use morning star or evening star as well. So let's go to the next one like that. The next one is V25. I mean, okay, V15X is the next one here. Actually, on V15X, yeah, everything is like literally bearish. It is very, very clear that we are bearish on V15S. It is very, very clear that we are bearish. So what did I want to see? I want to continue to sell on V15S. I want to continue to sell, continue to sell. Price is literally bearish on this pair. So I'm not even thinking of a buy at all, because the last POI that price respected, I was paying though, but what am I want to do? I think people in my mentorship group saw me drop a trade. Where is that trade? I think before price hit here, or was it here? I dropped a particular trade in the group that missed out, like literally missed me out. I was really, really pained on that trade. So this pair, it is bearish. So we just want to go for our continuation. We have nothing else to do here. It is just continuation. I think this was the first POI that price respected. Yes, this was the first POI. This was the first POI. The price respected. There's a sweep, there's a break of structure, everything is intact. So I'm anticipating price to come back here. This is a very long run. I'm not sure if the price will come back at the moment or not, but this is a very, very long run. This is a very long run. This is a top-down analysis, which we've been hopeful that price will come back into this zone to continue selling heavily. And if price does not come back here, we continue with the minimum, the small hour time frame. What price is doing on the small hours? Because I trade 15 minutes as well, but when I'm not convinced enough, I literally just stop taking that setup. I would rather wait for 1 hour time frame, because if you want a proven result, you have to do things that someone who stands as your mentor is doing as well. So if my mentor is saying that I want to be taking my trade from 1 hour time frame, that's the minimum I can do. So me myself, I also want to be going into 1 hour time frame. So for now, V15s, I can't see any good POI here. So let's go to V25x. Let's go to V25. I think we need to be very fast now. On V25x, what I can see here is that we are bullish. We are bullish on this pair, but like literally bullish. There's no other thing. We are only bullish, 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 bullish here. So the thing that happened last is that price created a break of structure on the daily time frame. Price created a break of structure on the daily time frame. And immediately price creates a break of structure. What did I want to do in my way of trade? I want to see where price will likely retrace to before I can see I want to continue buying. And as you can all see, price has already tapped on 0.5 Fibonacci 2. So let me go to the 4 hours time frame. Let me see if I can get any POI around that zone. You see, this is the only POI that I was able to get around this zone, and price did not come to it. Let me mark it out for you. Maybe, hopefully, price will come back. But this is my own POI. I have this protected low. I have this protected low. I have this liquidity here. Yes, I have this, my sweep over here. I have my sweep over here. And here is my POI. This is what I have on V25X. This is the only POI I can take. Though I have other POIs here, but this is the only POI I'm looking forward to as a very strong POI for me. If price did not come into this POI, I would rather let price be. Let price just do its thing. You can all see this. This is a sweep. This is a break of structure. Price created the second break of structure. Then we have this low as our liquidity. And I'm expecting price to come inside here. Though, when price was initially selling, when it was still selling, I took a buy here. I took a buy around this zone here. At that point, price was just bullish, 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 bullish. So I took a buy here, and there's a pattern which we do trade around this zone. I took a buy here. Yeah, this is the buy. This was the buy. I have a sweep of liquidity here. I have a break of structure. I have this as my liquidity and a second break of structure, and price tapped in. So there's this continuation pattern that we trade in SBI. That pattern goes this way. You have a break of structure. You have something like this, a break of structure, liquidity, price create this, price come back, then price do what? Price give you a liquidity before it breaks structure. So what are you anticipating? You're anticipating that price should come back into that POI. Like now, this will now become your protected low. This one here will become your protected low. This one here will become your liquidity. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying. This one here will become your POI here. So you'll be anticipating that price should come back into the zone. Then you take your buy. That is what I was anticipating here. But I cannot trust it because everything is just looking liquidity to me. Everything is looking liquidity. Liquidity. Like price will just literally take it out. That's what I have, because I set a limit order for this POI earlier on, but I have to cancel it. I literally canceled it because I don't trust it. Only if price come here and react, that's when I can take this trade. Or else this POI, I will not touch it. I cannot set limit for this. But you see this one here, I can set a limit order for this trade here because I know that the trend is bullish and the trend is not coming from anywhere here. If the trend is reacting from somewhere here, I will know that this POI might not hold. Price might react there a little bit, but trend is not coming from anything here. Price is just retracing to come here. And where is this POI most especially? Checking from our higher time frame, we can see that this POI is at 0.618. So it makes me trust this POI a lot. So literally on V25, I have two POIs that I'm looking up to. This first one is based strictly on confirmation. This first one here is strictly on confirmation. Strictly on confirmation. If I not see no confirmation, I will not take this trade. This is the first POI. And I have this second POI here, which I can set limit order for if the first POI fails. This second POI here. I can literally set limit order for this. Yes, I can because it is at the point of reversal, which I will say, okay, I want price to do what? I want price to start buying from. So that's what I have on V25X. So we will head now to V25 now. Let's go to V25. So on V25, what do we have on V25? V25. Okay, we have this on V25. Actually, price is coming from a weekly POI here, around here. Price is coming from a weekly POI. When it started selling here, price was coming from a weekly POI. If you cannot, let me see. Maybe I can be able to get that on. Yeah. This thing should please take away here, guys. Okay. I don't. I'm having issue with this Zoom stuff. So on the weekly time frame, this is where price is coming from. Price is coming from this POI. You can see here. This is where market is coming from. This is the protected high. This is where market is coming from on V25. So we are bearish on V25. I have everything I have on V25. I've never even thought of buying on V25 till now. Everything I have on V25 is bearish because that is what I have from the weekly time frame. You cannot expect weekly to be respected and you expect our price to continue buying. It is not possible. We are not bullish on V25. You see, I said something when we started. I said price might be bullish for a while. You would think that price is literally buying. It is not buying. We called all these ones, we call it retracement. Price is only retracing for continuation. So yeah, where did I have as a continuation? The first thing I want to check is this is a break of structure on higher time frame, on the weekly time frame. So I make use of my Fibonacci a lot. Though I have a POI around here, but before I come there, I will fall unless this one fail. That's when I'll be thinking of my POI up there. This is the first one I have. This is the break of structure on the daily time frame. So what did I want to check? I want to check anything above this. That is my premium zone. I want to check it. What did I have there? Should I buy there? Should I sell or something? You know, I already said that I'm bearish. So I want price to come into this zone here to react. So I will now check what is the thing that I'm anticipating price to react from. So from here now, I know price is here. So what did I want to see? I check here. I was able to spot this fair value gap. I was able to spot this fair value gap on daily time frame, which I know that once price comes there, price will react. And immediately price reacts, I went to my 4 hours time frame because I literally had a trade on this pair that I smashed TP and I did something. I think I'd not sent that to the other group. I was expecting to end in 10. I will start another one then. So I was expecting price to come into here. Actually, that's what I was expecting, at least around here before the bullish continuation. So I went to my 4 hours time frame. Then I saw this. I saw this here. I see that price created a bearish Arami here. That was the first confluence I had on this trade. I saw bearish Arami. Immediately I saw bearish Arami. What did I want to see? I just want to check, okay, did markets create my pattern of trading here? And there's one entry type that I do use. I call it Malaysian support and resistance with respect to SBI. So market taps into this key Malaysian support and resistance here. So I went to my 1 hour time frame. Do I have a solid POI to trade from? On my 1 hour time frame, I wasn't really seeing it. Everywhere is blurred, like it's just looking liquidity to me. So I went to 15 minutes time frame. So what did I want to see? I want to see the same pattern I trade. So immediately I came here, I was able to spot this sweep of liquidity here. I spot this sweep of liquidity. I saw this break of structure. And here, immediately, I was able to check, okay, let me check, do I have a liquidity here? I don't have a liquidity here. So I check this second one as well. I see that I have my liquidity above 0.5. So this was my liquidity that I used here. I used this as my liquidity, and I used this. So this is my second break of structure. This is a type A SBI model, and this gets respected most of all the time. So immediately I was able to spot this. I just marked out my POI. I think I marked it out on, is it 30 minutes or 1 hour? Because I marked out the order block. Yes, yeah. This is what I marked out, order block. I marked this out. So here becomes my protected high, and here becomes my liquidity. Okay, I've marked that already. So price came initially, did not tap me in. After selling, eating my TP, then price eventually did what? Eventually came back to tap into my POI. So I'm still anticipating a sell for now, unless market changes its way of move. This is where I'm still expecting price to come into before price can react, or let's say the key level on the daily time frame. So I'm anticipating a sell on V25, but I do not have any clear pattern around this zone now that I want to take a sell from. So I'll let go of V25. So let's go to my other time frame that I have on V25 on the daily time frame. I have this high as my protected high. Then I have here as my liquidity. And I have this sweep here, this value sweep here, which is very, very visible. I believe everybody can see it. It's very, very visible. So here is my POI that I'm anticipating price will come into for a massive dump. This is the place I'm still waiting for. This is my main target that I'm still waiting for price to come into for massive dump. So this is what I'm anticipating on V25. I expect price to come and dump all the way from here. I'm still waiting for it to come here. So this is just a top-down analysis. So for now, we don't have a valid setup on V25. So let's head to the next one. Let's check V31X. Actually, I had a trade on this pair. I had a trade on this pair this morning, but I did not take it. I'm so pissed off of myself. I have a trade on this pair and V100, and both, this one is still moving. V100 has already hit TP, and I did not take any of the both. I slept off yesterday night when I was trying to take this pair. So, so I have my sweep here. I have my sweep here on the other time frame. This is a type APOI. After this sweep, I have my break of structure here. Actually, it has this place has been respected enough. This was the first POI actually, initially. This was the first POI. But I did not use that anyway because price has already respected that, sold and did blah, blah, blah. So this is the second break of structure here. So what did I want to see? I want price to come into my POI and start selling. So immediately price creates this. I went to my 1 hour's time frame. I went to my 1 hour time frame. And what did I see on 1 hour time frame? I was able to spot this. Okay, I think it was 2 hours that I went to. 2 hours. Yes, I was able to spot this order block here. This order block here. So I mark this out. This is my liquidity. This is my protected high. This is my protected high. And this is, you see this line here is the sweep for this one to trigger. So it now becomes a sweep for, I mean, this was the initial liquidity, this line. It was the initial liquidity. If you have a thought about the explanation I did the other time, that we have something like this, it is POI from inside POI happening. So this is something that happened here. Price will just do something like this, create a break of structure, then come back here. So now, this one was the first POI that was respected initially. Price will now use, this one was the liquidity that makes this to hold. Price will now use this one as a liquidity for this now. So price will now do what? Come back into this POI, this liquidity here, tap into it and continue selling. Now, another thing that happened on this trade that did not make me get really, really convinced yet is that this was the last break of structure that happened on V10S. I mean V30X. And this is the low. I was expecting a failure of this low. I was really, really expecting it. Though I have a POI here as well. Everything, I have a POI because the market is still bullish. I have a POI here, but I did not take it. I did not take this trade because I was like, market is already coming from an higher time frame, so I expect this POI to fill. But instead, it did not fill. Market kept on coming close to the SL, but it did not fill it. That's the reason why this POI here that I have, I need to be very, very calm with it. Though I did not take this trade, I did not take this trade. So I'm waiting for, because I think, yeah, I have the setup done. Hold on. I think I have the setup done on my, I have the setup V30X. I'm not sure. Okay, I have the setup. So you all can see what I'm saying. You can see it here. This was the analysis I did, sorry, that I did when I first had the setup. So I had my POI here, and you can see the explanation I did on the POI. I said price didn't break this low for change in trend of direction. If it would have been a great setup if price breaks this low. So the probability here is that the POI is a low probability. So I'll only enter with confirmation. And price has already triggered, left me. I was not able to enter into the trade. So price is already moving. Now what I want to wait for now is I will love it if price can do something like this, a break of structure here, then definitely I'll take this trade. I would love this to happen, a break of structure, price come back here and sell. So here will become my new liquidity. Here will become my protected high. Here will become my protected high. I would love this to happen. So here will be my liquidity. So I will expect price to come back here. Though I majorly take trades from is either another block or let's say fair value gap or something like that. So I will expect price to come into this place. But before I can expect this, I want this low to be taken out. So I will have a break of structure to confirm that this place is going to hold. So let's just, I think I already explained this. Let us all look towards this and see what is going to happen. I think I will have to send a new link because this one is about to be done. I have less than 1 minute, so I will end it here. So we will start from the next pair, which is V51S, and the next one. So let's end it here and start a new. I'll send a new link shortly now.